You're just too big for me.
Yeah, it just might be competing energy.
Like, you're not really my type.
You're not my person, and you're not my person. I'm sorry.
What's up, y'all, and welcome to the first episode of the Freegame podcast, where we discuss real-life situations from a man's perspective. I'm your host, Chris Hall, videographer and content creator, and man, do we got a video for you today. This is the friendliest man in America, and it made me sick, but he still made a pretty good decision towards the end. I need your help in breaking this down. I'm gonna run my intro, and we're gonna get right into the video, right about now. All right, so we got an episode of Pop the Balloon. That's when a bunch of women go on stage up for display, and then a man comes out and they get to either pop the balloon on him or he pops the balloon on them, saying that they are not attractive anymore and they got to sit on stage and continue to go through the rest. I'll put the link to this whole video in the description box below.
Hello, welcome in.
Thank you.
What's your name?
Hey, my name's Darnell.
Darnell, how old are you?
I'm 47.
Okay. And now, Darnell, what do you do?
But before I get started, let me take my glasses off so the ladies could see my eyes.
Right. We don't need no pops on that.
Okay.
Okay.
What I do is I'm a military veteran.
Nice. Thank you for your service.
And paratrooper airborne.
Shout out to the veterans. It was Veterans Day the other day. Appreciate your service.
And so I went from serving my country to now I do landscaping. So serving the community, making yards look beautiful.
Okay.
I enjoy doing that.
Nice. Now, what are some things you like to do for fun?
Oh, man, what do I like to do for fun? I'm a really simple guy.
Okay.
I enjoy simple things. First of all, waking up every morning is fun for me because somebody didn't wake up this morning.
Right.
We don't want to take life for granted. So I always start my day off with a freshly brewed cup of coffee. Okay. I enjoy that. I have a Doberman.
What y'all think about the outfit? Are y'all rocking the outfit? You're supposed to be like, wearing an outfit that you would wear to like a first date. I think it looks a little cowboyish, but I'm rocking with the blue denim. No, it's okay. Let's get back.
Dog. His name is Cruz. He's a European Doberman. I like taking him downtown for walks and, just enjoying the view.
We got one pop already. I didn't even notice that.
I like going to restaurants. I enjoy working out. So from the smallest things to the biggest things, and I like to travel.
Okay. All right.
2 pops.
Right. Now, what are some things you look for in a woman?
Things I look for a woman that is feminine, beautiful, and inspirational. A woman that I could come home to and she's my peace. A woman that values a relationship just as much as I value a relationship.
Okay.
I want a woman that would invest in me like I would invest in her.
That means spend money, ladies. I'm not sure if you read between the lines. That means spend money.
I want our investment to be more powerful than the SP 500. I want our investment to be more powerful than Warren Buffett's best stock. That's what I want. I want a woman that's going to invest in me, and I promise, ladies, if I get the opportunity, I will invest in y'all too. Whoever's for me.
Dog sound like a politician. Don't he sound like a Democrat?
All right. Now, what are some deal breakers?
Some deal breakers. Well, there was a commercial back in the day, the Marlboro man, that's to smoke. Okay. So I don't want a Marlboro woman. I don't want a Newport woman. I don't want a Virginia Slims woman. I want, so smoking cigarettes. I don't want the house smelling like cigarettes or my car smelling like cigarettes.
Okay.
So that's something that I don't want. They smoke weed, whatever, people do that. Don't really care about that. But the cigarettes. Yeah. I want a woman that has emotional intelligence. I think that's very important. I don't want a woman that owns I think colorful here, so Miami ladies, a emotional time machine. What do I mean by that? If we get over something, we have an argument, but we talk it through. I want us to move on. I don't want it to be like 2 weeks, 3 weeks later, we're back there. We win the time machine. I don't want to do that. So
that was different. I understood it, but it was different.
So a woman that has emotional intelligence and, as long as they don't have more red flags in the Chinese parade, I'm good.
All right. Hey. Okay.
I got that reference, but I didn't like it.
Oh, we did get a few pops.
That's okay.
Let's go on over there and see why they ended up popping. Let's start.
What do y'all think about the lineup so far? I thought that this was I'm 39, so this was my generation and a little bit older. I would say this is the oldest bunch that I've seen on Pop the Balloon thus far. So this episode is very interesting because of that.
Here with your name and age and why you ended up popping your balloon.
I'm Katrina and I'm 46.
Hey, Katrina, how you doing? Good.
I love your energy. You're just so bubbly. I'm not
She look 46? She look damn good for 46 now. I ain't gonna hold you.
gonna lie. I love it. But you're just too big for me.
Okay.
But other than that, I love the energy.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
All right, now is Katrina someone that's your
The cameraman be going crazy with these pan ups and downs, ain't he? These zoom in. Yo, you better come correct, man.
type?
Oh, absolutely. If I was in the grocery store, you would catch my eye. I mean, you would. I'll take a second look. So by that initial, yeah, you're absolutely my type.
Thank you.
Thank you. We got another. Oh, okay.
Got another pop.
Okay, right here. That was a quiet pop. All right, your name and age and why you ended up popping your balloon.
Hi, I'm Janice. I'm 40. I ended up
What y'all think about Janice? I think Janice kind of cold too now.
popping my balloon. I do like your energy. I think you're very vibrant. But for me, you have maybe a little bit too much energy because I can be vibrant as well. And then it just might be too much. So I prefer somebody that's a bit calmer. Okay. And that can also calm my energy down because sometimes I can go real hard.
That's good advice, fellas. You should be calm and funny. Like, I'm hilarious, but I'm still calm though, because I like a bubbly woman. So me bubbling around and her bubbling around, it just don't mix. So fellas, be calm, chill out a little bit. Don't overdo it. Don't be extra. Okay? Let's get back.
Not in a bad way. I just, I have a lot of energy as well. And also I do like my guys just a little bit more slimmer. Okay. But
So that's two women. One, a little slender. Another one, a little thick in the thighs a bit, but nice. Said that he was a little heavy. So guys, that's something to look at.
that's about it. I think you have a very beautiful smile and yeah, you're very pleasant to be around. But yeah, it just might be competing energy. That's about it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, now she's someone that's your type.
Well, to be as transparent as my coffee pot,
Yes.
yes, she would be my type. And I'm not just saying that, to say it, but if I was at the gas station, I saw you pumping gas, I would notice you. So
Would you pump my gas for me?
Hey, if I was your man, I would.
This is a bad answer. You say, yes, I would pump your gas. Why would you say, if I was your man, I would? See, when it comes to flirting, obviously this is a show and she already popped her balloon, but this is a show that has, hundreds of thousands of subscribers, millions of views all around the world. So if you go on this show, this is your virtual sales pitch right here about yourself. This is your small resume, small portfolio of you interacting with women. So you got to be on your A game. So yes, I'm pumping that gas, sis.
Absolutely.
Fair enough.
I love it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We got another pop over here. Your name and age and why you ended up popping your balloon.
My name is Phoenix Lemon. I'm 48, and
Now, fellas, does the color hair and stuff. Now, to me, just to me, she looks like a nice woman, but it gives off like Storm from X-Men. You feel what I'm saying? It gives off, and mind you, these are women well into their 40s. She says she's a 46-year-old woman, but this gives off a fictional character that is going to assemble a group of other fictional characters and save the world. That's what it gives off to me. Now, She may be very serious. She may be well educated and all these things. I'm only talking about her appearance because that's really what the pop the balloon goes to is, how do you look? It's a quick action. Okay, you look good, you don't. Or we get, a quick bite-sized personalities serving from you, and we figure if we like it or not. Let's get back into it.
Thank you for your service. I popped my balloon because of the Doberman. I'm not an animal. I got allergies and try to be poor. And
she got a deep voice. One thing I could never do is like a woman with a deep, commanding voice. It just screams masculinity to me. And like I said, she could very well be a nice woman, but not for me.
But everything you said, the values, the belief system, I agree with wholeheartedly. And you look very, very nice.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. Now, is Phoenix someone that's your type?
She's attractive, so yes, I know I sound like a dead horse, but she's attractive, and I would definitely approach you, be like, "Hey, my name's Darnell. How are you?" And I would try. So,
see, I think this is when he could have gave some constructive criticism here, because most guys who I ask about the funny color hair, they usually say they don't care for it. Obviously, they're not going to deter you from wearing it or stop talking to you because you change your hair color, or even if you have it currently. But it is something that guys don't like, I'll be honest.
oh yes, absolutely. And you have a good energy about you.
Thank you.
You really do. So thank you.
Now we got one more down here. Your name and age and why you ended up popping your balloon.
Hi, my name is Kathleen, and I'm 40. Hi. I am the pop.
What y'all think about Kathleen? I'm not attracted. Yeah, no. I will say she looks decent for her age, though.
Because you're not really my type. You're bubbly. Your energy is everything, and it's just I don't feel anything for you.
Okay.
So that's pretty much it.
Okay.
Damn, that sounds harsh. I don't know why.
Now, is Kathleen someone that's your type?
No, she's not really my type as far as just initial attraction, but she seems like just how she answered the question. She wasn't disrespectful, and she seems like she's a quality woman, but she's just not my type. It's kind of like this. You know how we drive cars?
Guys, and I've been a victim of this as well, or been guilty of this as well. Chill out on the analogies, bro. We understand.
Some people like a Mercedes. Some people like a Lexus. The Mercedes is beautiful, but I prefer a Lexus. So that's how it is.
Okay, you're a Mercedes girl. All right, let's head on back. Okay, so we do have 4 balloons left unpopped. I'm going to go ahead and have you ask the remaining ladies a question to help you narrow it down.
Okay. I'm big on childhood upbringing. And I think that develops helps develop your character. So it's a 2-part question. How would you describe your childhood, and what is a fond memory that you had of your childhood?
This is actually a very, very good question, because now you have to find out what is their upbringing as far as a authoritative figure in their life outside of their mama and grandma and teaching them. You get to find out if her father was in her life for her entire upbringing, how she feels about her father. I've asked a woman about her upbringing before, and I've asked about her mom, and she smiles and says great things about her. But once I mentioned her dad, she called him a sperm donor out the gate. I said, damn, a sperm donor. That's crazy. So that can also leak out in her personality as she gets older. She's going to have a hard time, let's say, acquiescing to an authoritative figure. She's going to be, and the woman who I was telling you about, she was almost unnaturally combative and disagreeable. You know what I mean? Just because that to some women is flirtation. That's them flirting, being combative with you. And that's cool to a certain degree, but chill out.
Okay. All right. Let's start right over here. Your name.
So I heard 2 pops from a question alone. And this is very telling on the show. I've noticed when somebody asks a very, very good question to where we can get deep down into the root of your soul, women are rather just pop instead. Rather just pop. Rather not tell the truth. Rather just pop and live to see another day. Let's see what they got to say.
Age and the answer to this question.
Hi, my name is Risa, and I'm 43 years old.
What y'all think about Risa? I'm not a fan of tall girls. I thought I would give it a shot, and I still might. But I've never been a fan. I'm 6'3" myself. She looks good though. You know, I can call a spade, you know. I ain't gonna cap. She look good. But it's not for me.
I was in foster care growing up. And my mom died when I was 10. And she
Well, this took a turn.
was brutally murdered, and my father just died earlier this year. Gosh, out of all the questions, I wasn't thinking to.
Now, see, I would have thought for this show, maybe she would say, I grew up in foster care. My parents passed away, and I grew up with my aunt in Barbados, and then go into the good things that your aunt or whomever did raise you at some point did for you. Mind you, of course, the foster care would be a red flag that, depending on your current personality and your willingness to learn and adapt, he may give you a shot with that big red flag. But it just depends.
Wasn't expecting to talk about my upbringing. Foster care was tough. I did eventually find my biological family, and a lot of us live out here now. I'm from Minneapolis, Minnesota, by the way of Detroit. I was born in Detroit, Michigan. I love family. We don't always have the best relationship. I'm not always the easiest to get along with because I do have boundaries, and I'm getting better with enforcing my boundaries. But I am very family oriented. I just get tired of being the one that's kind of always trying to force everyone to get along or, putting my emotions to the back. I love my family dearly. I love them, but we're still trying to find our way. But I'm very family oriented, and I have a strong community. I have a strong support system. I have a huge family on both sides in Detroit, Michigan, and Minneapolis, Minnesota, and also in here in Arizona. I love everyone, regardless if we get along or not. But yeah, like, it is what it is. You have to take what you're given and roll with it. And with my background now that I'm studying behavioral health is because of everything that I grew up in my past.
See, now we're going on a long, drawn out story here. Now, mind you, her story may be valid to her, but to him, at least to me, this would be a red flag for me. Because one would assume, let's say you've been through tragic things and you've done the work, that at some point you would have been able to express this to where people can understand and it's concise. You know what I'm saying? This happened, this is how I worked through it, and this is where I'm at now. Because once you go on and on and on, people tend to believe that you may not have fixed this. You're actually fixing it as you're talking right now on stage, and you don't even realize it.
Really trying to understand where we're at mentally, so it's helping me deal with certain issues I had growing up, and it's actually helping me find myself and find a place where I'm comfortable with addressing certain situations with family members. But it gets tough, but it has to happen. So
Okay.
that's where I'm at.
Okay. Thank you for sharing that. And
Thank you.
yes,
Thank
ma'am.
you.
Okay, let's go down over here. Your name and age and the answer to his question.
I took the air out the room.
Hi, so my name is Kiki, and I also hail from Detroit, Michigan.
What y'all think about Kiki? Let's see the age first.
What up, Doe? I love that. And I came from a awesome upbringing. I had a 2-parent home. My father was military or Air Force. Shout out to my Air Force men.
I think she's cool, but not for me. Not for me.
And I, being that I had the privilege of coming from a 2-parent home, I was able to be raised with morals and values and things of that nature. My mother ran the household. My father was the leader.
That's a green flag, guys. Very green flag. She's definitely well-spoken, although not my type physically. At least personality-wise, she does seem pretty cool.
The provider. So that's what I leaned to. And I had an awesome upbringing. Okay, nice. So like I couldn't ask for anything more other than to have a partner who had similar values. My parents always told me to find someone who was equally yoked. So that is very important to me, and I was excited that you asked that question.
You sound like she flirting with old boy, ain't it? Hold on now. I see you, sis.
All right. And then we did get 2 pops down here. Let's start here with your name and age and why you ended up popping your balloon.
My name is Regina. I'm 37.
What y'all think about Regina? She giving off auntie vibes. Definitely big auntie vibes for sure. She's nice, very well put together. Not for me though.
Nice to meet you. Yeah, I'll pop you. Nice looking. Your question, I say it holds value. I do have a decent upbringing, but I did come from foster care. So, but I have went through therapy.
Therapy.
Yeah. So, yeah.
All right. And then did you pop your balloon because of the question he asked, or?
I wouldn't say the question he asked per se, because I'm healed.
That is true. She popped the balloon from this question. I forgot. Yeah, she popped the balloon from the question, but still answered the question, sort of.
Yeah.
From my past. I'm 37, right? That's, 20-some years ago. Okay. But yeah, I'm 37. So it wasn't more so popping my balloon for his question. Mm-hmm. Not so physically on the initial attraction. Let me say that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
So I want to be like the butterflies. And when I first see that person, and it's like, oh, that's my man.
I always wonder how true some of these reasonings are, because for it to be a physical attraction, I mean, we've been watching this for quite some time now, and he's been the same. He didn't transform at some point in his physical form. So why, as soon as he asks that question, you then pop your balloon? It's because you know that your upbringing is going to be a red flag for him, so you don't want him to pop on you, which is also another red flag. One man up. Drop your ovaries.
Yeah, but yeah.
Okay, got it. Now, is she someone that's your type?
I'm going to say no. And the reason I'm going to say no, if I had to think about it, then,
Yeah. Of
but,
course.
But, as far as, what she just said and everything and your upbringing and whatnot, you do have a good, vibrant energy about
Thank you.
And,
Thank you.
Yeah, you definitely do.
Yeah, God holding me, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, your feet look good, too.
Oh, thank
girl,
you.
girl,
Thank
hey.
you.
I noticed. Hey.
Look, over $100.
Hey.
I can say, clock that.
It look good. It look good.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. I really appreciate that.
Her feet did look good, though. I ain't going to hold you.
beside the teeth, you know?
All right, thank you. And then we did get one more back here. Your name and age, and why'd you end up popping your balloon?
I'm Tina, and I'm 42.
What y'all think about Tina? Now, not a very flattering dress to her skin tone and her body type. That's for sure. She may have wanted to wear something a little bit more flowing. And I'm not sure if you ladies know that we do see all of your lady lumps, right? No disrespect, but I'm just saying, we see them. If you put it on and you looked in the mirror and went side to side and you seen them, we seen them. That's all I'm saying. It's not invisible, ladies. So try to wear something a little bit more flattering on that midsection area, especially. You know, try some jeans and a nice, you know, blouse or something that's flowing. Flowing stuff works for you ladies. If you're gonna stay this size and this weight and you're comfortable with that, that's fine. But that doesn't mean, okay, well, I'm also gonna not wear outfits that are more flattering to my body size. Guys as well. Because we see it. Not my type.
And me popping my balloon had nothing to do with you at all. I love your personality. I love the way how you feel, how you give the energy. You know, it's like you feel as though you give me the same energy that I give you, you know, plus some. And I really like that about you. The reason why I popped my balloon was because of the question. That question is very deep for me because my upbringing was not good.
Exactly. So that's another red flag for him. And I promise you, fellas, it's going to be a red flag for most of you, even if you yourself, sir, did not come from a two-parent household or have a good upbringing. You know what that does firsthand. So you need to make sure that individual is healed. For somebody, and mind you, the tall girl, she did not pop, and she seemed to have some of the worst stories. She has foster care and both of her parents passed away. She was in foster care, and I believe so was the other one with the pretty toes, and they both popped it and still said they didn't have a good upbringing anyway because they know it's a red flag. So ask these pertinent questions, fellas.
And I had a lot of difficult times in my upbringing. Even though I did have some great times, those bad times overshadowed that. So that's very deep for me. And I feel as though it's not a question that I would avoid being in a relationship with someone. I would definitely go into that, you know, because you got to know who you with, you know what I mean? So, but as far as in this setting, that was just a little bit too deep for me as of right now, you know.
And there you have it. The way you get past that question is by telling the truth. See, the truth is, at least those two ladies, she may have be still doing the work and have went through the work and still a lot better off than these other two. But when you don't do the work at all, this is what ends up happening. You let your upbringing leak into a relationship with a man, right? You then assure the other person that I do not let my upbringing and what happened to me in my past affect any man that will ever be in my present or future. So although my upbringing was rough, that's never something that you or anyone else who's interested in me would have to worry about. I stand on that.
If you can understand that, yeah.
Yeah, I understand that, and I accept the premise of how you feel, and your feeling is valid, and I take that and everything. And ask if would she be my type? No, she wouldn't really be my type, but I think that you are gorgeous.
Thank you.
It's the same thing about the car analogy. You know, I might like a Mercedes, you know, and you might be a Mercedes, but I might want to.
Guys, it's okay to tell a woman she is not your type and stop there. There's no reason, mind you, there's no reason to disrespect her either. But what ends up happening is guys are so nervous and scared to tell women the truth that you can almost see them trembling just by telling them the truth. But women are usually not all, but most, not afraid to tell you, my friend, that you are not their type whatsoever. And they might be so bold to tell you why.
A neon Dodge, who knows, so yeah.
Okay.
And I like that red.
Oh, thank you.
That pop, add some pop.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, let's head on back. All right, let's go ahead and ask these ladies.
Who would y'all choose so far? I think I'm still choosing the taller one if I had to. I'm still on the taller one. Who y'all on?
Another question.
Oh man, okay. Another question. Ladies, would you consider yourself a affectionate type woman? I'm a very affectionate type man. I like to hug. If I'm driving the car, my left hand may be on the steering wheel. My right hand might be rubbing your legs. Let's say you're in the kitchen. I might reach up behind you, give you a kiss on the neck. Or hell, you might be walking, might slap your ass. That's my woman. So, are you a affectionate type woman?
Okay, let's start there and come back this way.
Okay.
Hi, thank you for that question. Not only am I affectionate, I am spontaneous. So that is a deal breaker for me. I want you to touch me, grab me, love me, hug me, all the above. Like you got to keep your hands on me or else, somebody else will.
Oh. Okay.
Like it.
All right, what about over here?
I'm a very affectionate woman. I am very touchy-feely if you're my person. If you're
Red flag. Red flag. There is no need to reassure people if you're my husband, if you're my man, if you're mine, if you're this or you're that. To us guys, it just shows that you're willing to put up another barrier. Not to say that those things are not true nor valid, but when I ask you, are you affectionate? It should just be a yes. I'm very affectionate. You see how the young lady earlier, she did not have to specify whether you were mine or not, or this or that. She said it was a deal breaker if you were not affectionate. Why? Because this man, she most likely is affectionate for one. Just like the tall girl said she was affectionate, but she had to throw up a barrier. And guys hate barriers. All barriers. So threw up a barrier for if you my man. That's a red flag. So I take it back. Although the darker skinned young lady there may not be my physical type, I still think as far as red flags go, she's definitely winning in that department.
not my person, no, not at all. And I have
How you not affectionate at all with somebody you talking to? Why was imagine that. What if you ask me, hey Chris, do you pay for dates? Yes. If you're my person. That would sound silly, wouldn't it? So why would somebody say not only I am affectionate, but I'm only affectionate with my person. And if you're not my person, not at all. Red flag. Pop her balloon, please.
I don't know. Like, I don't want to say that I'm like, but I'm like back out of my space. If you're not my person, you're not my person. And you're not my person. Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Mind you, fellas, these are grown women whining on stage, not able to make conscious decisions. That upbringing part is a huge red flag. Not to say, ladies, if you had a tough upbringing, that it's going to, hinder you. But if you haven't solved those personality traits, you tend not to get a quality man. And it shows.
So what made you say he's not your person?
I'm just not feeling the whole, like, I don't know. Okay. Not to say that, I don't know. just not like right now. But you're an awesome guy. Your hands.
What did she say, y'all? Did she say, did y'all get even why she popped? I have no idea.
Thank you.
You're clean cut. You're put together. I love your personality. Yeah, this is all new. So
Yeah.
we'll see.
Okay. All right. No problem. Let me have you scoot on that way. Scoot on over. Let me have you come on up here. We're going to ask more questions up here.
Okay.
See if this is a match. All right. Any questions between?
I think they fit perfect. She's been flirting from jump, and he's been allowing it, especially from that affectionate question. So I like those two together.
The two of you.
I have a question. Do you have any kids, and how many?
I don't have any kids. I just have a dog.
All right, well, that's it.
Okay. Are you good? Any questions on your end?
What's the tongue out mean, ladies? Can y'all comment in the comment section and give me a honest definition of the tongue out? Be honest, because we want to know.
And don't have any.
Well, she probably wouldn't be a match for me.
Okay.
And the reason why she wouldn't be a match for me is, it's funny. I love her response and her personality, and it seemed like we jive a lot, like as far as like kindred spirits and everything like that. But I have to have a initial attraction. I only get one woman in my life, so I got to make sure the woman that I'm with, I'm Gucci. So that's the reason why, and But other than that, that's why.
Okay.
That's fine. That's perfect. Oh,
Yeah. And I'll have you head back over there. Thank you. Oh.
That was sweet.
Oh, like her. Oh.
he's a Leo. We wouldn't have never worked.
He's a Leo. We would have never worked. Ma'am, just accept that you did not get chosen and go back into the line. That had nothing to do with it because you was ready to go. He was not.
All right. Well, that is all the balloons popped, unfortunately, but we do thank you for coming on. Let's give it up for him, ladies. I'll take the mic. Thank you.
That was wild. This was very telling about women and their upbringing and how that can affect their dating life. As you can see, a lot of women popped during that question, and it can definitely affect your relationship with a man. And they know it. They know it because if your upbringing did not affect your relationship with a man, then you wouldn't have popped. You would have just said it. And as you can see, all the women who had issues with their upbringing either popped eventually or could not really explain them getting any better, and it showed. So, ladies and gentlemen, make sure that you work on yourself before going out into the dating marketplace, because if you are still having issues, especially from your childhood that have been unaddressed, trust me, they're going to come up in moments of angst with you and another man. So I appreciate y'all tuning in to the Free Game podcast. Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, salute.